YouTube, it's Erin, and I am the Handbag Housewife, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video is going to be a Coach unboxing or unbagging, I guess you could say, because the Coach bag that I have to show you is in the bag. And I got this from Bloomingdale's, and it was in a box, but I unboxed it and I have it ready to unwrap here with you. I do anticipate keeping this bag, and so I want to show you everything about it, how it works within my closet, how it looks on me, how much it fits, because I watched another video on this and I found different results here in my video. And I also want to do some strap action. We haven't done a strap action video in quite some time, and I have lots to play with this particular bag. So if you haven't already taken a guess as to what this is, let's go ahead and open it and you will find out. When I was at the airport on the way back from Hawaii, I spotted this bag, the Coach Mira bag, in the airport Coach store. And we were there at like 7:30 in the morning and they were open, which is absolutely crazy. But I did film a shopping vlog while I was there, and I tried this exact bag on and the black one as well. And since then, it has been on my brain, and I thought it probably wouldn't be on sale because it is a newer bag for Coach. And I just Googled it because I couldn't get it out of my thoughts, and by golly, it is on sale. It's on sale at Bloomingdale's. At least it is the day that I'm filming this video on Thursday. I think it's December 7th today. And so I anticipate it will still be on sale tomorrow. Hopefully that's correct. If it is, I will link it down in the description box below. But it was marked from $395 down to $296.25. And of course, with Bloomingdale's, you can also earn PowerPoints sometimes. But right now, whenever I bought it, and as of today, it wasn't PowerPoints. It was just regular points that you could earn. And so that might change over the weekend. If it does, I might reorder it, because with it being almost $300, I would probably tack on a pair of socks and earn a $75 gift card. They usually do $25 for every $100 spent, and that's even better deal if that were to come into play. When I got this bag out of the bag, and I haven't unwrapped it, so I haven't played with it yet, but I took my 1941 tag from my Coach Cassie 19. I got this a long time ago and kept it, and then whenever I sold my full-size Cassie in chalk, I went ahead and put it on my Cassie 19, and I've actually just sold my Cassie 19 in chalk, and so I think I may put it on this bag. So this little 1941 tag by Coach, she's gotten around. She's getting a little frisky here for the holidays. The Mira bag is made out of glove-tanned leather, whatever that means, genuine glove-tanned leather. All I know is it tends to mean quality in terms of Coach terms. People say, or I have heard it said, that it's not really glove-tanned leather. It's just a fancy term that Coach likes to use. But whatever the case, it does feel wonderful. This is just swinging around annoyingly here. It does feel wonderful to the touch, and I do really like the glove-tanned smooth leather, particularly if it has a tiny bit of a sheen to it, because I do think it might be just a hair more durable if it does have that. If you look at it up close, you can see that it has a very smooth finish, and that can lead to having lumps and bumps for your items inside showing through, but I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Whenever I watched the other video that was out there, and I can link that one down below. I can't remember the gal who did it, but I'll link her video down below. She didn't have any small card holders, and whenever she put her items in, they all kind of went towards the middle, and it was kind of a hot mess inside and lumpy and bumpy if she put more than just like 2 or 3 things in. I think I'm going to be able to do better though, because I have a plethora of options for packing this bag. My bag of the day is the Louis Vuitton Busey bag, and so I'm going to pull what I have in this bag out and try to fit it into the Coach Mira bag. I have already played with what fits a little bit, so I can just show you really quickly and really easily what my findings are, and hopefully that will be helpful. But first, let's unwrap this beauty together. I'm going to take off all the bits of wrapping paper because I do intend on keeping this bag, which is why I played with it beforehand. I didn't want to unwrap it all the way if I didn't think that I would keep it, but I do think I will. The tag that comes with it is just a plain smooth leather tag, and of course I prefer this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. I do think that this hang tag will tend to hang straighter than 1941 tags often do, because this D-ring is likely going to be able to stay in the upright position just due to how it is on the bag. I absolutely love it when Coach hooks on their keeper, this little bit, to the bag somehow, because oftentimes those get lost, and I just think the strap's pretty worthless whenever the tail of it flaps out. I am hearing a lot of rattling going on with this. You hear that? That's something I did not anticipate, so hopefully that doesn't bother me. I'm gonna just pull all the stuffing out like this and try to keep it together just in case it doesn't work for me. I did my best, my due diligence, to make sure this bag would work for me by trying my items out inside ahead of time before unwrapping it with you. But you can see they pack it extremely well to keep that smooth leather looking as nice as possible. Do you hear that rattling? That's really noisy. I don't know about that. So this is a bag you have to close. I mean, it does not look very good when it's not closed. Let's just say that. See how wavy that is? When you zip it up, it looks good. I did find that when I put my items inside earlier, that when I unzipped it too far. And then I couldn't get it to grip to re-zip. And what I discovered is inside they have tucked the tail of the zipper tape in there. So that could technically be left out. For those of you who know about the Neverfull BB, you'll know that that tail sticks up and you can tuck it back in. The Neverfull BB is a Louis Vuitton handbag, and people don't like how the tail looks when it's sticking up. Well, this bag's been tucked, and look, I've unzipped it, so now I can't pull it closed. Let's see if I can get it closed without pulling that part out. Man, this is a problem. I don't know about this. Look, I can't get that closed. So what I have to do is I have to poke this bit through here and pull it back out, and then it'll zip. But that's kind of a hassle when you have your stuff inside the bag. I mean, it is not easy. And then it's easy to pull it out, but it's not so easy to poke it back in. And I don't know why that is, why it's so hard to get it back in there. And it's because it's really tight when it's pulling back through that hole. But I can get it back through, and then I can zip it. So something you'll have to keep in mind if you get this bag is not to unzip it all the way to the very end, unless you want to just leave that tail thing out, which I think it's kind of ugly, so I wouldn't want to do that. So now let's look and see what I have in my Louis Vuitton Busey bag. This bag is tight for me, and I actually have found that carrying 2 of these Zumani pouches with my cards inside is the best way to go for space. I can, with the Busey bag, carry 2 of those little blocks of cards, like so, and also carry my new Fendi Diamonds card case as well. But in the Mira bag, I have found that the best way is to carry those 2 blocks of cards and not carry the Fendi Diamonds card holder. The best way to pack the Mira is to put my pouch with my odds and ends that could hurt my bag, like nail files and things that might spill, like makeup, inside first. I have to say, I really think this bag is cute. but the fact that this gets pulled open too far so easily, and this is making a really metallic rattly sound, they're not good omens. So you can see it fits just like so. The next two items would be the 2 blocks of cards. There are roughly a dozen cards in each one of these, and I'm gonna put them like that. The next thing is I have some checks and cash, and I'm gonna put that in the Mira's side pocket. This actually kind of creates a little bit of a smoothing effect right there because of the fact that those papers are flat. Then I'm gonna put my pouch that I keep medicine in. It's about the size of a credit card holder as well, but it's a little bit more moldable to the bag than a standard credit card holder would be. I'm gonna put my key fob on one side, and I'm gonna put my AirPods case on the other, and you can see that yes, the items kind of wanna go towards the middle, but when you've got the card cases next to each other, then it kind of keeps those two ends separated, as long as you're not tipping the bag sideways, which who's gonna do this? Hello, I am not going to normally tip sideways. When I first played with this, I put the Tide stick on the bottom, but actually setting it on top of my pouch is better because the Tide to Go stick is a little bit longer than the base of the bag. So you have to have some strategery when you're packing this bad boy up. The last two items I have are this glasses cleaning cloth, which I'm going to put also in with the cash. And then I just have a little bit of a hair tie. Well, it is a hair tie. It's not a bit of a hair tie. It's the whole thing. I'm gonna just throw that in there. So that is absolutely everything I carry on a daily basis, except for my phone, but my phone fits too. Let me just show you what it looks like without my phone. And when I say it's everything, I do use my small leather goods, but with smaller bags, I downsize oftentimes to use either the pockets of a bag organizer, the pockets of the handbag, or those little pouches from Zumani, because what happens is, even with my most compact small leather good, this is just a hair taller when it's set like this than one of those pouches. So you can see exactly what I'm talking about. If I set this vertically in the middle, this catches the zipper. So by using the pouch, I can avoid that. So with all of my daily needs, the bag is loaded up and there's no distortion. This is not the prettiest case. It was clear once and now it's not as clear. It's kind of yellowed. I don't know where my pretty pink one has went, but this is going to show you what putting a cell phone in does. I'm going to put it on the side next to all the papers. So as you can see, it's stuck right there. Everything's kind of starting to hold its own in there. It's not to say it won't jumble up a little bit, but it is kind of staying put, not falling out all over the place. And I can zip it up. And I don't have any distortion, not really much to speak of anyway. If I have that Fendi Diamonds card holder in, you would be able to see either the top rim or the bottom rim of my phone. So by eliminating that, I don't have any distortion. I've got all my items in. So let's do some strap action for this bag. Let's start out with the strap she came with, or one of them. So this gorgeous chain is a lot like the one that Coach sells separately for $125. When I saw this at the airport, I thought that is almost the same, but I think the lengths are smaller. But upon looking at it, it is even closer than I thought. I think it might be the same chain. In fact, even the length is almost the same. I mean, it's just a hair different. Well, actually, I think it's the same. I think it's the same chain. So you get the same $125 chain, and this bag's on sale for $296.25, and you're getting a $125 chain that is not currently marked down on Coach more than 10%. One thing you want to do when you hook your straps on is have the curve of the back of it facing inward, and that way you're a lot less likely to have your straps spontaneously detach on you. So there we go. We have the hang tag in the middle, which hopefully will keep it in a pretty position. We have the coach chain in the front, which is looking awfully nice. And then we've got the crossbody strap. Now this crossbody strap is a nice one. It is not grommeted though, and I'm going to show you one of my options that I have from a previous bag that I owned, but I kept the strap here in just a second. So I am 5'8" and I am about 145 pounds, and I have this strap set down 4 holes and there are 3 left underneath it. So it's just a hair longer than the middle. I might put it down 1 more, but I do like it at this length. So that's option number 1 as far as crossbody goes. If I wear it with the chain strap on its own, I would remove this strap. I'm not going to detach it right now though, because like I said, I'm not 100% sure I'm keeping this yet. But this is what the chain strap looks like. And I do really like it with the chain strap. Let me just talk about this for a second. The Fendi Fendigraphy bag. I tried it on in Hawaii. It's a crescent shaped bag, except for it has a leather strap and it says Fendi on the bottom in big gold letters. The leather strap was really up in my armpit when I tried it on. And this bag, the strap drop is perfect. This particular strap length does not always work for me. Whenever I put this strap on my Busey bag in the silver, it's too short for me to wear shoulder. I think it's because of the curve of the bag curving and dipping down in the middle that makes this strap work on this bag. I think the newer Model C chain will probably also work on this bag. Let's give it a shot. Before Coach re-released the C chain, I was lucky enough to get my hands on one of the older ones. It came with a bag called the Dinky 19, which really wasn't a bag that worked for me, but I absolutely love the strap. And you can see the C's on the one on your right are puffier. This is the one that's currently on the Coach website. And the smaller C one, it's the one that came with the Dinky 19 several years back. This one's longer, the older one, and it looks better on my soft tabby than this one, because this one is short enough that when you wear the bag and you have the strap dangling, it bangs into that beautiful C on the front of the soft tabby. So this chain is the same length as the one that came with the Mira, as you can see. Because of the links on the other one, it kind of looked like it was a little bit longer, and so I put them on together so I could show you that they're basically the same length. Which means that if you have the newer C chain, it is going to work on your shoulder just like the link chain does that it comes with. So I'm definitely digging this look. Let's get some of my other straps out to try with this bag. I have the Tally bucket bag strap, and I no longer have the Tally bucket bag, but for any of you out there who have it, you might want to know if this strap looks good with this bag. And I would say the answer is going to be yes. And I think it might look even better with this bag because it still has the dark glazing on the edges, but it does have those beautiful grommets, and it's definitely long enough. I have it set right smack dab in the middle. I think it looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. I have 2 more straps to show you. This one came from my Coach camera bag in the chalk color. I don't think I'll use this one with it. It is much longer than the Tally straps. And it also has glazing on the edges that is basically a cream color. So I think I'm going to favor the one that came with the Tally because I love having the glazing match since I can. If I only had that other guitar strap and didn't have an option with matching glazing, I would definitely be using that other guitar strap. But not only does this glazing match, but it also has the smooth leather because the Tally bucket bag had smooth leather, or yeah, I guess had. I don't think they're making it anymore. Not sure about that. This is a really fun strap to wear with this bag too. I think I'm going to take the C chain off and put the chain that came with this bag back on. I love it when a good idea comes together. This is perfection. I really like this combo. I love it with that last strap I showed it with. I love it with the strap it came with. I like it with both of the link chains, but I do think I prefer the one it came with to the C chain. but it's great that you can mix it up. So there she is, back in her original glory with the straps she came with, which is fantastic. The chain that she came with, my 1941 tag, so you wouldn't get that if you ordered it from Bloomingdale's, but you would get a hang tag. And then the last thing I wanted to point out was this little charm. I've talked about it already, how it makes noise. It does make a little bit of noise, but not really. I think it's more when it bangs up against this chain, but the weight of it keeps it from doing that. And so I'm not noticing it once the bag is zipped and I stop fussing with it quite so much. If it started rattling against the chain itself, you could always just unzip it a little bit. And I don't think you'd have any issues with stuff falling out of your bag, but I certainly wouldn't want to leave this bag unzipped halfway. It starts to look really funky, and I'm afraid you might have a couple little escapees with what's in the bag being so close to where the zipper is. So you'll have to let me know what you think. I will put the sale link down in the description box if you decide you want to check it out. I think it's a great little bag. It holds a lot more than I thought, and I think I need to keep it. I mean, I was sort of on the fence because of the jingle jangle of this little C, and I was sort of on the fence because of, what was my other issue? I've already forgotten. I had one other issue. I'm gonna have to watch my video and figure out what my other issue was because I've totally forgotten. Anyhow, I had two issues and they seem to have mostly went away. I mean, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it for the cuteness factor, for the trending style factor. It's definitely a good silhouette to have right here, right now in 2023. And I'm loving it with pretty much all my straps. All the strap action I had for you today, it all worked. So if you like the video, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there is the same. It's the @ then the Handbag Housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.